We are live. Hello, hello, hello. It's your girl, Joy. Callie's on the line, and Montanique is going to pipe in any minute.
Allegedly.
Is she coming? There she is. I hear her. Today we are doing a review for the Real Housewives of
Oh, we live?
Potomac that aired yesterday, December the 10th. We are going to review episode season 8, episode 6. Its name was Tequila, Tears and Texas. All right, y'all. What y'all think about this episode? Let's scale it.
Oh, I didn't know when we
1
were live. I thought
through
it said
10.
6:25. I ain't got nothing together. I'm gonna give it a 7. I liked it. I gotta get my ring light and stuff. Hold on.
What you give it, Callie? Montanique. Callie.
I have yet to watch it uninterrupted, but I'd probably give it a 6.
Y'all tripping. I love Potomac is my favorite right now. I'm watching Potomac. I'm watching Beverly Hills. Both of them are shady. I try to look at it in an artistic way. I give this episode an 8.5 because
Oh wow.
it made me laugh. I really do like it when the ladies are getting along. And it's a little shade thrown in there in between. It had a little bit of both. We saw shade, we saw drama, we saw friendliness. I like that.
And then in Candace's confessional, what did she say? She says, for some reason, we always seem to come together and talk about nasty stuff. And then we'll go right back to fighting.
But I'm like, those are, in my opinion, I don't know who said it. I think it was Karen. Those are that's real girlfriend stuff, though. I don't know if I would have necessarily had that particular question answered on national television. But I did like it when the ladies got along. And it was a more than one scene like that. Because not only did they have it on that scene, they had it when they were talking about Karen's check that she pays for with Twitter. They all, like, everybody was laughing. And it looks like they were all talking. Like, one of the things that I trip off of, although certain people don't get along, they can coexist. They're just not willing to fake being girlfriends. Because I saw it with Giselle and Wendy. I've seen it with Giselle. I do like the way she handled Candace. I don't know how y'all feel about that. Because she kind of nipped her bud in it. Like, since she was put on the spot, I'm talking about Giselle, she answered the question. She said how she feels. She 100% allowed Candace to say how she feels uninterrupted. And then she said the end. That's where we are.
I thought that was great. Yeah.
Yeah, like, it ain't, I don't want to turn this into an argument. We are where we are. In my opinion, that's usually how adults, for real, in the real world, handle situations. When I don't rock with you, I just don't rock with you. It happens. I ain't gonna be mean to you or rude to you or disrespectful to you, but I'm gonna stay out of your way respectfully, and I expect that same thing. I think that's fair. But I did notice that Giselle and Wendy aren't talking, but they're not ignoring one another either. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I think when they need to express themselves, they will express themselves, but it's not, they're not going out of their way to be like, hey girl, hey, you know.
Right.
Did we do because I didn't know y'all was going live this fast. Did we do everything we said is allegedly our opinion? I can't remember.
No, go ahead.
Okay. Everything we said is allegedly our opinion, entertainment purposes only, off entertainment and to have fun. Okay, let's keep going.
All right. So the scene, this particular episode kind of ends the scene that was the cliffhanger for last week. And the cliffhanger for last week, they were in Texas. They were kind of sitting around the pool. It looks like they have their personal cabana, whatever, and they're sitting around. And the ending of the conversation was, and this is the part that I was talking about with the talking, because I was surprised that Giselle was just like asking her, where's the hate coming from? And like, I don't understand, why there's animosity. And I think that is what the audience is feeling. Like, it seems like there's animosity for two people who don't know each other. That's what's so confusing. So that's why Wendy comes across like a liar. Because both of them are both saying the same thing. They've basically known each other in passing. One time, because Nika's first conversation that she had about Wendy, she said, I met her once. We had a conversation once, and she seemed really nice. She literally said those words. She seemed really nice. And then she said, another time I saw her, and we didn't even speak. So they know each other in passing. They know of one another.
Correct.
And that's reasonable. They're both saying the same thing. And Nikki isn't saying that we're cool or we're friends.
Yeah, I don't understand. I know it's the mother thing. I feel like, they, like we said, they both are telling the truth a little bit. And she was clout chasing. And then her mom went around and said, don't be using my daughter's name and some other things. But I just feel like this could have been nipped in the bud if Wendy would have been like, I don't know if my mama did that, but if she did, it's foul. I don't think it's right. It's not on me. That's just how my mama is. You know what I mean?
That would have been reasonable. And it's not throwing your mother under the bus. But the reality is that's not what happened. I absolutely believe when she said you were on a line. When they called Levy on the 3, she absolutely knows what's going on.
Yeah.
That's why she didn't do that. Like, because nobody's responsible for what their mother does, but there's no way my mother could have done that previously online. And I asked her not to, and it continued. Like, because what she did to me wasn't cool. Like, I believe that mothers should be off limits, but your mother also has to be off limits.
She can't get in the mess, right?
Right. You can't demand respect when you're not being respected. Yes, she is an elder, but with the elder, once you become an elder, normally you have some wisdom.
Black mamas? Do the white mamas do this?
I've never known it. Okay. It's not too many mothers that really. Wanda, of course, on Huntsville.
Yeah, well, everybody on Huntsville, mama.
But I mean, say whatever you will about Melanie's mom. Her mom didn't get indignant with anybody.
No, and Miss Marlene really hasn't either.
And Miss Marlene hasn't gotten indignant. Like they never crossed the lines that Wanda did. Like, they defend their children when they're with their children. I got your back, baby. That sort of thing. But Marlene ain't on social media talking about Mel.
And you don't hear Robin's mom or Giselle's mom or...
This has been on the OGs. This cast has a lot of OGs. Have been on for 8 seasons. None of their moms have gone at other cast members but Wendy's.
Not Candace's mom. Even when Candace got hurt, she didn't go after Monique, and that would have been when you may have.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like, nobody's mom is attacking individuals. Like, that just shouldn't happen.
Yeah.
So why do you think Wendy's mom is doing this? Does she want to be intermixed with the show? Like, or is it just her mama's messy?
I think she's just messy. She wants a little clout. This is my daughter's show. Don't come here trying to represent.
Right. And there is a running theme amongst Ashley, Robin, Giselle. I noticed Giselle ain't even said nothing about this in confessionals. Have y'all noticed? Because I have.
About what?
That all about this Decca and Wendy stuff. Giselle hasn't said a word, even in confessionals.
They have not.
It's been Robin and all, but even Candace said, Karen, she defends, always wants to be neutral, kind of talk. But even Candace says this don't make no sense. She almost said,
I hadn't shared it out. Let me share this out.
She's always said it don't make sense.
All right. Let's see. Do you want me to get my notes out? Okay. We're doing Potomac, right? I still can't get over them showing that unseen footage. I mean, they showed it again with the Lebe, is that her name? And how Wendy said she was a good mix of their culture plus the Americanization or the modernization And then she act like she don't know this lady. Like, I don't understand how people aren't like, Wendy's girl, stop. And then she said that the jelly is that the little head. She was like, well, Giselle got one, but at that time, her and Giselle were okay. So I don't know. What do y'all think? Do y'all think Wendy is? Because she did the smoking crack too.
Oh,
Why? I mean, what is she doing? What is her purpose? What is she trying to do? Is she trying to deflect? Is she trying
deflect?
Yeah.
She's trying to deflect. And then, girl, the way that these, I'm just gonna put it out there. I'm just gonna say this and deal with the consequences. The way these Africans are attacking her, NECA
are they attacking NECA?
Oh my God. I mean, on Twitter or X or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
I mean, and they in these groups like on 50. It's almost like they met on Sunday morning. It was like, you handle this. You like they are on a mission and they want to make this about color.
No, they don't.
And I think it's insane. I was like,
what do you mean? They the same? Ain't Wendy and NECA the same color? No.
Not only that, yes.
Okay.
They're trying to say that people don't like Wendy because of color. I was like, y'all want to turn this into colorism, because if y'all want to turn this into colorism, we're gonna talk about her mother and her bleached skin. Y'all really don't want to turn this into colorism, because you want to talk about black self-hatred. That is.
That's girl, it's sad. That broke my heart saying that, lady. I'm sorry, it did.
And
so
they're
on
saying,
Twitter, are they like messaging NECA, or are they just in general making statements?
They just going after her. Tag, you know, they don't necessarily tag her. Some do. But it's just, oh my God, they're just going at her. Now there are people on there that's going after Wendy as well. But
what do y'all think though? What do y'all think about Candace going to make sure NECA was okay? And then when Wendy said, don't talk to her about me or something like that. What do y'all think about that?
So my notes, if you want me to say, is why is Wendy so pressed that Candace is talking to her? I feel like Candace is the one that just was checking on her. She didn't say anything bad about Wendy, right?
Right.
So so this is a question I think you're asking. If you have a friend and your friend is going at it with another person about something, should you not check on them? Is that what you're asking, Callie? Like, should Candace not have, since she's Wendy's friend?
Well, I think that's what Wendy thinks. Yes.
Right. Is that what you're asking? Do we think that's right?
Yes. Do you?
I do not.
I don't. On the surface, in an immature way, I agree. She shouldn't have. But this is also a new girl to the group. If you're thinking correctly and out of your feelings, this really could have been an opportunity. I hate to say this, but I'm just going to say it like this. This NECA should be on a team, period. It should have been, I hate to say this because this sounds colorist in itself, you know, that NECA should be side by side between Wendy and Candace. Like, it shouldn't have happened like this.
Why do
I don't understand why
Wendy
do you
feel that way, Joy? Can you explain?
It seems like, for all the reasons that people are upset with NECA, because they felt like, you know, Wendy's using, you came against your fellow Nigerian sister, Wendy not getting, you came after her after, you know, off camera. Your mother and your sister were tag teaming this girl. Let's keep it real, they were trying to intimidate her. There's no other way around threatening a restraining order, talking about shrines and all that kind of stuff. Again, it may sound like hocus pocus to us, but they believe that.
Yeah.
If you come from that type of culture, you believe that. I ain't gonna even get into Catholicism.
Yeah, that's what I was just
Let me step away from that. Because, let me shut up. Go on. Next.
That I'm gonna get back on camera, y'all. I was not ready. Can y'all tell? I will say that a lot of people who are Catholic were saying that they didn't have personal shrines at their homes. Now they do say there are shrines that you can go visit. I don't know much about Catholicism. I've been to a Catholic wedding and I've been to a Catholic funeral, but still I didn't understand what was going on. I just stood up when they told me to. But they were saying that most of the time it's like us, you would go visit the shrine, and I don't even know if they call it a shrine, but you would go visit this symbol and you would go pray to, and then you would leave. But it's not something that you would just do at your house. Now, I'm not, that's what a lot of them are saying in the groups that I read, but I'm not sure.
Here's the question. Do y'all think Anika is not telling the truth when she says that Wendy's mom contacted Lebby about the shrines and whatnot? Do you think that particular portion is the truth? You think she's telling the truth?
I do.
Okay, then if you believe that, then her mother is attacking her. Like, if you really believe that phone call at any route, in any way, regardless if Wendy was on the phone or not, it's a threat.
Also, I feel like Wendy's this, oh my God, my Nigerian sister's not with me, but you didn't even want her on the show. So you was not her Nigerian sister when she was trying to get on the show.
That's my point. Like, how you gonna use that?
Yeah, you can't.
How you gonna use that when you like the if this was really your Nigerian sister, you could have had that conversation and been like there's no way I could sit next to somebody, know who our common person is. You didn't got the job and sit next to me and me not mention it. That's like insane. That's not even. That's what a normal, nice person would do.
And you can tell from the tweets that Wendy shared that Lebe told her they're talking to this girl. I'm thinking it was Nneka. She maybe wants to go out to lunch with you. What do you think? So Bravo, she knew that Bravo was talking to her.
And in March of 2022.
Yeah. So, hi, ladies. New to the hey. Thank you, Derek. How are you? Derek, not Eric.
But I'm like, that is like real talk. That is a threat. Now, I may not. When I saw Wendy's mother's the tweet that she sent to Mia, I laughed at it. I said that is utterly ridiculous. But I don't believe in it.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't believe in it, but I don't play with black magic either. There's no way you're going to convince me that she said all of those negative things about Mia. She called her what did she call her? Bombastic, and
she called her crater face,
ignorant, and crater face. And
I had it. I don't know if I still have it.
To holy the what is she? He called
Holy Ghost fire and the
high Holy Ghost thunderous hell, and then her daughter trying to convince you that it was a prayer. That's insane. That's Callie, essentially what Wendy is doing.
I don't think you answered your question about Wendy, Callie.
You got people in groups saying stuff like, you can tell y'all don't go to church talking about Holy Ghost fire. I said, you think using Holy Ghost fire, thunderous hell, ignorant, bombastic, crater face, all of that, and that's a prayer? I hate to hear what a curse is.
Well, Callie, did you answer your question about Wendy? What are you thinking, Candace?
Do I think about Candace talking to Nneka to see if she was okay?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, I think it was fine that she did that. I know Wendy didn't want her to do that, but sometimes you have to be that adult and not instantly go at the new girl just because her friend isn't vibing with her.
Okay, we all agree for once. Okay.
Yeah. It's only gonna last for about 20 more minutes.
And then Candace said, she said, look, I'm gonna have to check on this lady because she looks sad. She's clearly going through it with the shrine people. That to me was hilarious. So even Candace is kidding about the shrine people.
Well, that was funny.
People are not even mad about that kind of stuff. So I don't understand why they're mad about certain things, but not because I thought that was hilarious.
I'm thinking they probably don't even know why they're still mad.
No, that's true.
To drop it.
Well, you gonna read this? Did I pull this up? Yeah, my ring light kind of crazy.
Carlos, talking about, he probably will come out with that, Angela, if you think about it.
Nigerian women show.
He just came out with Housewife to Housewife, kind of, based on what Bravo does. So that one's probably next on his list of plagiarism.
You know he's copying everything. What happened to his talk show? I know we ain't talking about him, but didn't he? Okay. Yes, when she reread that, and then she gonna try to say, well, Giselle brought it up, so I'm reading it. No, honey, you wanted to read that to me, or you was ready.
But wait a minute. When she read it and got to the end about the thunder is fire, she couldn't even with a straight face say, see, there's no person there. People was like, oh my
mama meant no malice, honey.
No. like nobody called her on it. That's insane to me.
So do y'all want to talk about when they were at the dinner and they was talking about, I don't want to ask y'all, do y'all swallow? Because I hope not.
Oh, that conversation was so gross.
What do y'all think of that? I mean, when I get with my friends, we do talk about stuff, but we ain't never. Have y'all ever?
Yeah.
I'll be boring.
Look. Well, I didn't know what tossing salad was until y'all taught me that last year.
That's true.
Or that the pepper, what is it? The pepper emoji was for the.
She did not know the eggplant emoji.
Yeah, the egg. I called it a pepper.
Yeah, she called it a pepper.
But really, to me, now this, God, I know we can't get too personal with that stuff. It's really, I don't know if we have any salad tossers in the audience, but I just think it's dirty. Is that bad? And then when Mia said she licks the bottom area.
Oh man, I'm not.
And then somebody says, "What does it taste like?" And she said, "It tastes like ass." And
how do you know what they taste like? I don't know. I'm not judging y'all people who do these things. I'm not judging y'all people who do these things, but I will not. If that's what I gotta do to keep my man, he can go. Okay,
Angela, I'm with you. Angela said, "I would never." I can't. I mean, I don't even.
When Giselle said I did on accident.
and then Robin, who swallows. I mean, wow.
And then Karen, oh my God, she said, "You don't know whose juice is."
Ashley stayed quiet, didn't she?
Ashley doing all of that
because Ashley and Michael.
All I have to tell you is that a lady never tells.
I agree.
Kill the visuals, right? Yeah.
Because especially while you're eating.
The smartest thing that Ashley could have done. Ain't none of nobody's business. Whatever you do if you marry, I mean, I don't know about can a bedroom be defiled? I think it can. A marital bed, some people say it can.
Absolutely, yeah.
I definitely believe that it can.
Yeah.
But then what married people do is not my business. That's just how
I guess because Ashley's so open about the threesomes, and Ashley normally does talk, but this was one that you got to draw a line, and this was her line.
She's also open enough to admit that she doesn't want that anymore.
Yeah, that's true. That's why they got divorced.
You do evolve as a person.
Well, she said she didn't want threesomes anymore. She didn't say she was going to cut out salad tossing.
But she never said she tossed it before.
She didn't.
Well, that's true too. They do all that and they still cheat. That ain't keeping no man. That's what I say, Angela, honey. No,
I think we live in a world today where there's so much porn and things are so available to things that you never even thought about. Like, I didn't know that tossing salad was a thing 10 years ago. Like, it was a thing. Like, I didn't even know. I didn't know that.
Well, I don't know. I just
learned so much by watching Housewives.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Like, but maybe the reason that they can get away with is maybe they use those dental dams because that's what you're supposed to use. Is
that a vibrator? No, it's not a vibrator. That's
a dental dam is the thing the dentists use in your mouth when they're cleaning out your mouth and stuff.
You use it in your vagina?
Well, you cover the vagina with it so you don't get all that jerk. I'm just saying. I just hope if they're backdooring, they should be using the dental dams.
What did I learn on Jersey? It was something pearl. pearl necklace.
A pearl necklace?
Oh.
Yeah.
I
learned
learned
it
about
from
pearl
New
necklace.
Jersey.
Do you know what that is?
I learned it from New Jersey.
I
never heard
that. That's not that bad to me.
Wait,
I think I could do a pearl necklace. So just think about what a pearl necklace
I'm talking about
is
the
around
R.
your
Kelly
neck.
pearl necklace. R. Kelly pearl necklace. Is that what you're
No,
talking
that's
about?
men. But Candace
Well,
said
that's
she
what
would
a
get
pearl
peed
necklace.
on.
Wait a minute, isn't that what a pearl necklace is?
No, that's when they have the semen gets around your neck like a pearl necklace.
When what goes around the neck?
Sperm, ejaculation. I don't know what word you want me to use. Cum.
Okay.
What word do you use, Kathy?
I don't know. I
So
don't know.
the man ejaculates and it goes somewhere. If it don't go in you, it's going somewhere else.
And so they make a necklace out of. I've never heard
it
that.
Goes like it's like a pearl necklace.
Wait a minute. Imagine my little vanilla self on watching that episode. Like back then, it probably wasn't even my cell phone. I probably had a netbook. With a netbook sitting up there saying, "What is a pearl?" Enter.
Oh my God! I know what that is. Shows a lot about people.
I had no idea.
Said that she would be peed on, and I was shocked about that.
Who said that?
She said in the shower.
Yeah,
that's still.
Yeah, I don't see how it makes a difference.
In the shower, it's a difference. Is that what you said?
No, I said I don't see how it would make a difference just because it's in the shower.
All I heard is that old school joke from Adele when Adele said that she old enough to admit that sometimes when I'm in the shower and I gotta pee, I just let that stuff fall out.
Well, yeah, but not on me.
She said, but her joke used to be I'm an effing lady. That was her joke.
Yeah, Callie, Callie really don't know. She don't know.
No, I really thought that the pearl necklace was the pee-pee stuff around. I thought that's what they said about R. Kelly.
That's the golden shower.
That's the golden
shower. Okay. So I didn't know.
Something I learned from R. Kelly and not even there from Dave Chappelle. Remember POU?
I'm not
that song POU that he did about R. Kelly? Oh, yes, you have to Google it. He did a song about R. Kelly because when that video had came out, well, it did come out. There was a scene allegedly I never saw it because it is child porn. I had to keep reminding myself.
Child porn.
Yeah, like if y'all believe this girl was really 14 when that tape came out, y'all are distributing and watching child porn.
Mm-hmm. You never saw it?
I never saw it. That's the honest to God truth. And I refuse to even Google it because it's a child.
I saw Ray J and Kim K. Now I will say I watched that one.
And now,
let me tell you about her. She is like the boringest lay I've ever seen in my life.
I saw her.
Kim Kardashian. She just sits there. But anyway, we're moving on.
Okay, let me Pamela. I will say this though. Oh, forgive me. I did see that tape.
Yeah, I did too. Ray J got it going on.
You mean the Ray J one? Yeah, that was kind of.
Yeah, that one was, and it was by pure accident that I actually saw that one. But I was like, oh, okay.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be on the reunion. Yeah. And Karen, I believe Karen does some things, not with Ray, because Ray don't have
an age where she ain't gonna talk about it anyway. I wouldn't either. If
Ray
I was
don't
on
have no pee,
I would have been just like Ashley and drinking.
He don't have no pee and he don't have no. He just has dust, so she's fine. She's just like dust me, Ray. Just dust me.
Ew.
Not dust.
Yeah, dusty. That makes it all dry.
That's what she apparently told Ashley when she was drunk.
Yes, honey. His dry dusty. Stop, Ray. I like you.
They say she a drunk for real.
So, what do y'all think about? Because I felt like Wendy looked a certain way when NECA and Candace were talking about conceiving and trying to conceive.
Mm-hmm.
And Wendy didn't like that. Do y'all think she didn't like? I don't think she liked them getting along. Did y'all see her face, or is it just me?
No, it wasn't.
I didn't notice her face.
I didn't notice it either.
I mean, when NECA first said that they've been trying unsuccessfully, you heard Wendy say, "Oh, so she was listening to the conversation," but I didn't notice her face after that.
Go watch her face.
You weren't the only one because people are saying it in a group.
Wait a minute. Joyce, he said, listen.
We still hear you when you whisper. Look, I know. I just don't want God to hear me.
She don't want God to hear her, child. I love
A
it.
mess.
She was Joy lean in and whisper, "It's my day."
That remind me of one of our very first calls, Joy. We were talking about Trey songs. Mm-hmm. Do you remember that? And there was a tape out that everybody was talking about, and you and me was just whispering.
Oh.
Yeah, honey. I think I'm not gonna lie. I think Joy may have sent it to us.
She probably did. Because we didn't know.
Yeah, we're talking about them talking about sex. We've been on sex for 5 minutes. Let's go.
Hey, we have.
I gotta find my notes. Y'all are bad.
I'll tell y'all. So they were sitting at the table. Okay. And that's when Nneka did mention about trying to have a baby. One, there was a part of me that was saying, I wish Nneka hadn't said that in front of Wendy. Wendy go tell her mama that baby ain't gonna never have no baby.
On that baby not having no baby.
I thought about that. And then two, wait a minute. And then two, I really hope if she does have a second wedding, because she mentioned her first wedding and everything goes wrong, wouldn't it be awesome if Potomac went to Nigeria for their wedding?
Or I thought that too. If they go to Nigeria for their wedding. See, a lot of people, I want to talk about this, and I know it's off course, but a lot of people are like, Potomac, do not go out of town. Well, I'm going to say this. The first trip is always in the States. New Jersey went to Nashville. I can't remember, but most of the time they stay in state. I think Atlanta went to South Carolina one time, and then they went somewhere else. Then the second trip is out of the country. So they will eventually go.
Hopefully. And now that they're past COVID, hopefully we'll see this. But I would love for them to go to Nigeria. That would be so awesome.
Because I think they were going to go to Australia, but COVID hit because, that's where when Ashley and Michael was kind of trying to figure some stuff out, but they ended up not going. But okay. But your mama better not pray against that baby. We're gonna have to pray for that baby, her to have that baby.
Yeah, because I sure thought about that. Like, as much as I use the word hocus pocus. I mean, just like I believe there's a God, I do believe there's a devil. And you have to be careful about who praying for you. When people be like, pray for me, I don't do general prayers like that.
I don't like the unspoken prayers either, because I don't know what you're praying for. I'm not doing it. I need to know. I know some other people. Nope.
Yeah.
I set the cap.
I do not play.
But yeah, if they go to Nigeria, maybe I think that Tommy can take them, because that would step it up. And Candace and Portia done made up, right? So maybe Simon and Portia can host a trip. Come on, y'all. We got to.
It would be insane. That Bravo did not record Portia's wedding. Her wedding, have y'all? Was stately. It was so beautiful.
Yeah, it was extra creative.
It was unbelievably beautiful. So I would love to see it in Nigeria. And since Anika say they so rich and
they can pay for it, they got 18 houses over there.
He got a title. He's like a chief. I heard that conversation before amongst Africans. And you know what an African told me? He said the difference is some parents work for the state. Now, this wasn't in Nigeria. This was in Senegal. He told me that when people be talking about they have a title like a chief, he said it's more like they're entrepreneurs versus working for the government.
Oh.
He said, because some people make a name for themselves, and then other people tend to have jobs working for other people. And that's how he explained it to me. So when she was sit up there and she said her husband has a title like a chief, they kept going back to Wendy. Producers so shady.
They did. That was at a different lunch, but y'all want to go to that later or now?
Whichever. Well, if y'all don't want to talk about when they went to the whiskey place or the.
Well, we're missing a whole bunch because in between there they were going to paint the vaginas. We skipping that.
Oh, it hadn't even got to that part yet. I thought that came.
So Candace. They go to Wendy's.
When they was getting in on Robin. Go ahead.
So do y'all want to talk about that?
Yeah, go ahead.
Fine.
Okay, so we skipped another part. What do y'all think about they all went to Robin's room and Candace stayed? Did that shock y'all?
Very much so.
No, it didn't shock me because, they had just gotten back home. They have fun when they're together having fun. It's only when they sit down and get to talking serious that everything goes crazy.
That's true.
So I wouldn't.
Because they all had fun at the table. Like everybody, it didn't look like a divided table. You know what I mean?
Like they were friends. So what do y'all think? So they go and who wants to paint a vagina?
When she said that, I heard her the first time. I would have painted a calla lily. It's just that simple.
Like a rose.
Or
anybody got a rose? Somebody gave me the rose. I've never used
a calla lily. Actually,
you know what the rose is?
No.
Yeah, I do.
It's like Candy's peach, but it's a rose.
Yeah.
And I got a rose for a gift. One of my friends.
How can you not know what the rose is?
No, wait a minute. You said it's like a canned peach?
No.
Like Candy, she has the peach.
Oh.
And candy coated sex toy.
Oh.
I got the rose.
No,
I hadn't opened it. If somebody
wanted, I'm afraid.
I'm afraid. It's a sex toy that got a little hole in it. And
I don't know. I ain't opened it.
And a suction.
And I know. I'm afraid.
And you
can I sell it?
You place it over a very sensitive part of your body, and it sucks.
I don't want it. I'm afraid.
And they say that it's so like if
you have a seizure. Okay, I don't want. Can I sell it? Because I'm scared.
I was just gonna say that it desensitizes.
What? This is off of the rose thing?
Yeah, it desensitizes you.
Rosie.
It desensitizes you.
Really? It's in a box. Though.
And they have an updated, but I gotta tell y'all about off camera.
Okay, we'll talk about it. But yeah, so if somebody want to buy it from me, one of my friends gave it to me. She actually sells the stuff. I think her company's called Surprise Parties. And she was like, I want to meet you. I got you something. Child, I'm scared. No.
Oh, they have their own official website.
But she gave me some hemp oil, and I'm going to try it.
The rosetoy.com. Child.
You know hemp is weed. You know hemp is weed, right?
Right, I'm going to try that.
I've seen these before. This is interesting.
I was like...
What comes out of the... Okay, we're talking too much about this. But what comes out of the rose? A tongue. Look at that.
I don't know. I opened it.
Now that's a different one. That's the tongue.
Hey, D. We done moved on, D. He said I'm late. Okay, let's keep going, y'all. Because we got to do
it's two different ones, and it's another one that is like the updated version. It has another piece to it.
Oh, I don't know what I have.
It's like the roll.
Wait a minute.
The bullet. Together.
Y'all want me to? I can put it on this camera. Y'all want to see?
Put it on because I need to see what is gonna make me have a seizure.
Hold on, let me go get it. Hold on.
Wait.
Well, let's keep moving while she goes find.
Go ahead.
So basically, they went back after they had a restaurant. They had a really positive experience, no fights. All of them headed upstairs to Robin's room, and who was left? Robin,
Wendy,
for them, Robin, Wendy, Candace, and
Ashley.
Mia.
Oh, Mia.
Oh no, yeah, was Mia? I think Mia left at this.
Mia left.
Yeah,
it was Ashley.
There's four of them. I'm looking at the scene. Candace to put on Robin's shoes.
Yeah,
they sitting around. Kiki. Oh, NECA stayed too. NECA stayed too.
So what's
NECA's here. I'm looking at it.
Oh, I need to maybe take my background. Do y'all see it?
Yeah, we see it. No,
yeah, so NECA's here, and there, everybody.
You sure you didn't open it?
It is, honey. It is still in the plastic.
Yeah,
I'm scared. I'm really scared. Like,
that ain't showed it. Yeah. Oh, you can't see it because you got a background.
Let me take it out. Hold on. How do I do it?
The first way you were holding it, you could see the hole and everything in the middle.
Hold on. I don't know how to take the background off. Somebody help me.
Don't worry about it. We saw it.
We saw it, Joy. Hold on.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, yeah. There it is. Yeah. Yep. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
They call it a waterproof.
I will sell it.
Rose?
Somebody want to buy it because I'm scared. I'm not gonna use it. No anal plug.
But they say a lot of people are saying that it desensitizes you. Like you use them over and over again. I just watch people talk about it on TikTok. I thought when it was kind of really, really popular, like 3-4 years ago, it was like hilarious. People talking about it, and it's become parts of jokes.
Really? Well, yeah. I just got mine, and I'm scared.
Because can't nothing move that. There is no man that could stimulate that.
Oh.
You're
read the reviews on Amazon.
Callie's in the middle. Okay. Let's see. What's next? Honey, getting that rose, I got me nervous. I done moved myself on the screen and everything.
Derek says if you can tell they really like each other and don't want to be. And that's what I don't think that they realize that you can have a little drama without it being toxic. Like I thought last night's episode was kind of fun because we saw a combination of feelings. It wasn't one heavy scene after another because something just off-putting happened.
Well, I will say when Candace said that some people's vagina's gonna look like roast beef, that was I didn't like that.
What did that mean?
I guess
somebody suggested that she was talking about Ashley, and I didn't understand.
No, I don't know. I don't know. I guess it's been used up. I have no idea. And then she says concubine foolishness. That's when she was talking about Ashley. Now, I don't know about the roast beef one. I feel like those two were kind of shady.
What I never have understood her obsession with.
Oh Lord, why did I bring it up?
Ashley's and her, because she's called her concubine more than once. Like she do know that a concubine is with a specific time in history. Like it's insane that this Black woman who's also married to a white man is on national television calling another Black woman who was married to a white man.
This would be the time to talk over her.
Now
you have the experience. Okay.
I see what you're saying, Joy, but I don't think Candace realizes she's married to a white man.
It's so weird.
I don't think she sees herself. I think because his penis is brown, she thinks he is not white, and I'm fine with that. And I don't know if Michael's is brown or not.
Mia does, right?
Start. Look at me. I said concubine. I did it. It's my fault.
Yeah, thank you.
But she did say that. I forgot about that. To me, that's quite. I don't understand her mindset. Like usually, Black girls that date white men aren't racially obsessive. They usually don't project it. She projects it. That's the part. Like they try to How
is she a concubine? Explain that. How is she the definition of a concubine?
She would be if she was just getting paid. He married her. That by definition, she's no longer a concubine. A concubine was a side chick. That's all I hate to say a side chick, but she was a side woman. She was at his beck and call. But he married her.
Think she's a
Say whatever you want. Michael married her. If he was her girlfriend, you could argue that.
But even so, a lot of women date men for money, and I don't think it's. I would do it nowadays, but too late, So
I didn't marry for love. It's overrated.
I did too. That's why I'm saying it's too late.
Now,
you need to do it for money now. If I have
to get married again, it should be for some money.
Absolutely. So I don't see none. It's not the same thing, D.
It's not overrated. I'm talking.
A concubine that got married, child.
That's not it by definition. That don't make you you're no longer a concubine
because he's a predator. So he's a predator. Derek with the E, not Eric. You is funny. I like you, Derek, not Eric. You has been hilarious. Okay, let's move on. So Karen says that Robin not talking about her Juan situation was dividing the group.
Oh, that was just the stupidest thing Karen's ever said.
Right.
Okay, I will say this at Karen's defense. I don't agree with her, but I know where she's getting at. What she should have said was, you telling all of them stuff, but you ain't telling us nothing. Let me decode that. That's what Karen is saying.
But but that's understandable because them girls over there ain't her friend, right? Like Karen don't tell them nothing.
She don't.
So that's how she gonna have an issue? Karen tells nothing.
That's it. I would have told, if I was Robin, I would have told them to shove all of their opinions up the darkest part of their own behinds.
No, don't do that. If she says stuff like that, she'll get in trouble.
Now, yeah, she tried to in her own way.
My black is this.
No, I said, but the inside of your behind is dark, babe.
Well, how do you know, Joe? Have you been in there?
I have not, but I assume it ain't no light. That's just my assumption. My assumption is that it don't get no light.
I don't think it does.
Okay. I don't know how much yours gets.
I don't know.
But
some people, they bleach it. They bleach their anyway.
But they trying to do that, right?
Okay.
Amber, right? Amber.
Isn't that what they doing when they bleach it? The hair around it?
Yeah, they bleach their I don't know.
What?
I've heard of people bleaching it, but I always assumed it was the little bit of hair around it, so they wanted their hair to match the carpet. Karen is a fraud. She's the last person that needs to try to hold Robin accountable. Yeah, she don't tell anything. So how you gonna get mad when Robin? She was mad when people talked about her taxes, and it was in the paper. But she old. I ain't gonna say old. I would have let that be a conversation. I told you how I would have started that conversation with, y'all got 20 minutes to answer whatever you have, because I ain't having this conversation again. So go.
What do y'all think about Juan cleaning his phone, though? It's some stuff that Robin says that I'm like,
say that. I be like, girl, I be wanting to shake up myself. That's why Giselle was over there
just sitting there and
looking at the other end of the world.
I mean, if it was his work phone, I could see him doing that.
Well, if he had, I don't think you're supposed to. Well, I don't know. Where I work, we can't delete anything from our work phones, but I work for a public place. I don't know.
I just thought she's not going to admit anything that she doesn't want to admit. So Karen just is reaching to me as much as she brings that stuff up. I don't know how long they can go with asking all these questions. They can see what she's going to say already. Mm-hmm. And she's been pretty consistent.
Mm-hmm. And I agree with Wendy on one thing. I don't care if he cheats. If she going to stay, because I have a friend like that. If you going to stay, because we went and changed the locks once, and she said he wasn't coming back. I ain't going to say who it is. And he came back, and I drove all the way to her house and got her some locks. And when she let him back in, I was done. After that, you just let them stay. You just let it.
It ain't my business. I'm a strong pusher of that. It ain't my business. Mm-hmm. Now, I have had a friend where the situation was so toxic, I had to tell her, you either gonna have to do something, or I can't be that friend for you no more. Mm-hmm. I can't because my nerves is getting bad. Like I had a girlfriend. No, I'm serious. I had a girlfriend where I felt like her husband had her in danger. And she had 2 children at home, 2 young children. It was bothersome for me. So I'm just like, we end up falling out. And I do wonder, was it really about that? That's not how we fell out, because we're not friends anymore. And I really hated that. That girl was my really, really, really good friend. And I didn't want to get in between her and her marriage, but it was toxic. It was toxic. And it's hard to sit back and watch your friends suffer.
Yeah.
Oh, let's listen to this. Robin really believes what he's telling, though. I feel bad for her. Do you think that she is in some sort of denial? Like, she really believes this? I think you may be able to see I got no sleeves on my dress. And my dress out.
I think she believes it.
And I think that Robin has taken the, shall I say, Jersey Italian route. If you're going to take them back and believe it, you just have to believe it and not question it. We've seen it. Like, they talk about it in a very vulnerable, open way. Dolores said she did that. And so did Jennifer. She said it was something that they never talked about. They let it go. Because if I was going to stay, I couldn't focus there.
I can see that because I can do it.
I just feel like Robin needs a friend like me. Oh, damn. Can y'all hear me?
That's you can't do that though. Like,
if
your friend has decided to stay with a man, they decided to stay with a man. You ain't gonna be able to lose your friend. That's it. And if that's your objective, then you keep on harping on your friend. But that's why I had to just tell mine, because I can't do this anymore. Like
I agree.
Yeah.
this is the girl I talked to every single solitary day, Monday through Friday, as we drove to work. We dropped our children off and talked.
Yeah. So what
So
do y'all think the
go ahead.
audience wants Robin to do? I
I
mean,
don't know.
just like when she stood up to Karen and said, "Here, I'm accountable. What you want to do? Beat me up?" What are
Right.
they looking for from her?
Yeah. That's what I don't. I tell you what they looking for. Y'all, you want me to translate?
Yeah,
They
go
Please.
ahead.
want her to just say, girl, like, I don't care. And what she's already said that. So I
No,
don't know
that's
what
not
more they
what they
want.
want her to say.
What they wanted to say.
Yes, I was deflecting and I let my girl Giselle make a story out of somebody else because I thought it was possible that my stuff was going to come out. That's really what they want her to say.
Really?
Yeah,
No. There
it
is no
I
way.
definitely,
mean, I
it
can believe
America
that
do not
definitely
though.
want that.
is.
Not in
There
America.
are people that stand
Mm.
on right now that Giselle made up this whole story with Candace. That's what they claim, to deflect from Robin. Because remember, Robin thought this was going to be exposed this year. Robin thought this was going to be exposed this year. Remember, she literally said, I thought Karen was going to tell it. She was waiting. She'd been waiting on a situation. That's why she was so jumpy all last season,
Everything.
every scene.
I
Remember,
I
we
if
was
mean,
at
that's
the
what they
Tequila.
want, then America needs to stop because that's ridiculous. It's got
Yeah,
to
I
be
mean,
that's
I,
what
stopped.
I
they want.
I can see that being true.
That's it.
That's
That's
ridiculous.
literally it. They want her to turn on Giselle. This is all
That's
about
ridiculous.
Giselle.
Well, I don't think that would necessarily mean she would turn on Giselle, but I just think they want her to admit that. I can see
If
them
that
Okay.
didn't
wanting.
happen, why admit that? That's stupid.
I know. I look. I psychoanalyze these chicks. Like
That's the
I don't
stupidest thing
watch
I've ever
this
heard in
show.
my entire life. What I say in
Look,
my
because
entire
that's
black
what
life.
they say. It's what they don't say. It's
In
their
my
body
entire, yeah,
language.
that's
If
ridiculous.
y'all go back and watch the last season again, I used the word tick. I said Robin act like she got a tick. Why she so anxious in every single solitary scene? So that when she said at the end of the season, I thought Karen was gonna say it. I said, "Oh, that's
Where's
why
that
she
echo coming from? Do y'all hear the echo?
No,
my head."
no.
No, no, no.
It's just, mm-mm. Is it because you came? All right, let me move on, y'all.
Oh,
So,
I
which
do
one
hear
would y'all?
mine.
Yeah, let me mute.
Let's see. Is it Callie? It might be you, Callie.
It ain't me.
Yeah,
Trying to
but anyway,
in there.
I did. Y'all, Giselle didn't say one word.
She did in
Why?
her confessional say, I can understand Robin because of trust, but
Oh
I'm
yeah,
looking. She said
yeah,
that, but that was
yeah.
it. Do you know? I don't know if y'all listen to the podcast, but I'm behind a week. So 2 weeks ago, Robin said that she almost quit the podcast
Yes,
because of what
yeah.
something Giselle said. And I didn't get to finish to what it was, but I
Well,
don't
you
think
didn't
that this.
finish to get the good part.
I know somebody came in I be listening in my office and they came in.
Oh
Uh,
my goodness.
so once I get to the good part, we gonna find that. But she said she almost quit. But anyway, let's
Okay,
move
well,
on.
you
Would
gotta go
you have
back and
rather go?
you gotta go back and listen to see what Giselle said,
Because
honey.
what could it have possibly been? I don't want to drag it on, but what?
Giselle is just really being honest. That's
Yeah,
what
I
I
was
do
just gonna say
respect that
that.
about
I was
her,
just gonna
because
say that.
I think she would have said that about anybody under those circumstances. Basically, Giselle in her confessionals, and she's being very clear, like, girl, you tripping. One of the things that she
Yeah.
said did feel like she believed, but when they were having that little garden thing at the beginning, when it was just Cherise,
Yeah,
Ashley,
the
and her,
intervention. Mhm.
she was saying that I don't think she feels like Robin has a lot of self-love right now. The way that she was talking to her, in my opinion, was straight
Mhm.
and very gentle, like a real friend.
Yeah. I
Like
And
mean,
she
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 also
probably just
said
giving.
that
She
Juan needs to
probably just.
be worried about you, and Juan's not. He's
and
worried
she
about
was
Juan.
straightforward. Like she didn't
Mhm.
mince words. She did it in a non-negative way, non-combative way. But she was a straight shooter. There's nothing Giselle and them said that them girls wouldn't have said, which is how they're behaving is really why she didn't talk to them.
I mean, Giselle's just being honest. You know what I'm saying? She just doing it in probably a much nicer way than probably what I would say to my friend. So, because I've had friends like my god sister. She's finally left him. Thank God they're not together anymore. But I literally had to tell her one day, Chad, I'm like, you Joy, girl, don't talk to me about this no more because I don't know what else you want me to say about it.
Yeah.
Like, I done told you what I would do.
Right.
And that's the only thing that I can tell you.
Yeah.
And what Demisio would do. And
Yeah.
Demisio wouldn't accept this type of stuff. So I don't know, I don't know what Robin's gonna have to do it on her own time.
And them pressuring her is getting old. Like, let it go. She's okay. Like when she ready, be there for her.
And I think they will.
I feel like they wanted her to leave him. Like, I feel like they feel like she should leave. I didn't know. I didn't even think about them thinking that she should say that, yes, I was trying to cover. That's just so convoluted and so crazy.
That's what they want. That's really what they want.
That's why I said Giselle is saying it in so many words. She's just not openly saying it. But that's kind of what Giselle is getting at. Like, girl, you need to let it go.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's move on, y'all, because we've been on almost an hour. So which one would y'all have pushed, the boot shop or the distillery?
Distillery.
I would have done the boot shop because I don't really drink. What would y'all have done?
I don't drink either, but I wouldn't want to go
to the boot shop.
What were they drinking again?
It was whiskey and rum, maybe, or gin.
Oh no, I would have went boot. I drink martinis, so I would.
Yeah, I'm too cute for the distillery. Yeah.
I'm always interested in process. I don't drink either, but I would have wanted to go to the distillery only because I've always been interested in the process. And I think I made liquor many years ago in the back of my car and didn't know it because I had left some apple juice,
some fruit
in my trunk. And it was so funny to me. It had to be there all summer. And when I opened it, it literally exploded. And it was baby apple juice.
Yes.
And I know that apples and it was like a juicy juice, so it was 100% apple juice. So I know you make alcohol in some kind of way with heat.
Well, we have two distilleries here. So if you ever come here, you can go to Jack Daniels, and then there is Whiskey Raid, I think, Whiskey Wheeler or something. But anyway, I am echoing, and maybe me echoing. I hear it. Let's see. Okay, let's talk about the bird.
Oh.
And your mama. What you have been mad is at your mama.
Oh my God, Mia looks so serious in the previews when she said it. I just knew they was gonna be fighting, but then she giggled it off. I just thought, oh, this girl was too funny.
Oh my
God! I mean, it was funny. Don't get me wrong, it was funny, but I do get why Wendy was like, "Girl, just don't."
Oh yeah, leave Mom and them out of this.
I mean,
she said it with such conviction. We can't hear you, Monty.
I thought it was me echoing. It's not me. I still hear it. What was I gonna say? But I mean, her mama put herself in it, right?
Mm-hmm. Not technically.
No, literally with Mia. She directed a whole tweet to Mia.
It is true.
Like, and literally, what she was doing was threatening. And Mia handled it very diplomatically. She literally said, it begins with, I waved the red flag. I'm not trying to argue with this lady. And then she came back with something else. That's what makes it so bad. Like, her mother came after her. She was due that. I said, right, it's not.
Can I say something? And I don't want to be, I don't want no Africans and nobody get mad at me. But y'all remember when Monique Bird attacked Wendy? Listen, you know how they say animals know?
Mm-hmm.
That's all I'm saying.
What do they know? When a storm is coming?
They know when a person good and when a person ain't.
I don't think Monique Bird was attacking Wendy, though. I think she was being a bird.
That bird was absolutely attacking Wendy.
Everybody's in that room. And it went for Wendy. Wendy and them birds, honey. Okay, let's go to the Twitter bird.
Wait. I did want to say this. Mia is better than me, though, because I'm the type of person, I know people like you should respect your elders. This and that. Girl, your mama say something to me, and your mama finna have it out.
Oh.
So
I agree.
me and Wendy probably would
I
never
get
came
what you're
back.
saying. I don't agree, but I agree. You should respect your elders, but you respect works both ways.
Mm-hmm.
I think
That's
it's
what he's saying.
unrealistic.
That's what he's saying.
Yeah. I mean, but I said we know it's wrong. We
I
still
got you.
know it's wrong.
Well,
like, I know I ain't got no business. Like in the middle of my rant, I would literally say, I know I ain't got no business cussing you out, but you cussed me out first.
I wouldn't even be saying that. It wouldn't be. I don't have no business, baby. I would have straight up told Wendy mama about herself and told Wendy about herself. Because baby, if your mama would have shut her mouth, she wouldn't have to worry about me saying that to her at all. I'm grown, baby. I'm almost 40 years old. Because I know Mia like in her late 30s. Girl, I'm almost 40. That's what she say
anyway, D.
That's what she 40 and I'm just saying she almost 40 with 3 kids. Girl, please.
Mm-hmm.
You see, she say on Watch What's Happening Live, she got a new man.
Yeah, well, she said that at BravoCon.
I couldn't say yes.
She was wearing a ring at BravoCon.
Andy was like, "Am I gonna meet him?" She said, "You can."
That may be why Monique Bird flew away from her house too. Shut up!
Yeah, I forgot about that. You ain't lied.
That bird, honey, and then the bird ended up committing suicide, honey. That bird, it was like, I got to get away. I'm sorry, bird. Okay. Anyway, so I went and checked.
Turned into the acre. She didn't turn into the acre.
I extended our time for Married to Medicine because we were about to run over. So Mia and Karen no longer have the blue check. Did y'all go check? Because you know I did.
Oh, did you?
I did. They don't pay anymore. Good.
Neither one. I love that. That's how I know. Even though they have like fought really hard, they could come back if they wanted to. Well,
yeah,
this episode proved it. Like even Wendy and like Giselle and them, like they can come back if they want to. I just think it's a matter of, again, if they want to, because they can do it. Like this episode, like you said, Joy, it had a lot of funny moments with the entire group. Like they can come back. It's just a matter of choice. Because you can clearly tell that Candace and Robin love each other. You can clearly tell. So it's just a matter of.
Well, I've heard something really bad happens, but I think that they have the potential to be good, and I would like to see a season of this cast be good. Like I can't.
But damn, who would fight though? Somebody would have to fight.
No, I think she's saying minor. You have minor stuff.
Yeah.
Like I would be okay with everybody getting along in a mini Giselle and Karen and Robin feud. I would be okay with that. Because we all know that they gonna come back from it regardless.
They will.
Karen like Robin too. She just Karen has always said that though. Karen has always said that she liked Robin. She just always felt like Robin was up Giselle's bush
vagina. Okay, so y'all, let's see.
But wait a minute, something we did forget. What did y'all think about Wendy mentioning about wine?
Well, I was getting there, Joy. I'm getting there. Okay. All right. So they sitting at the table, and Mia asks Ashley. So Michael Mia's a messy hoe. And then she's not gonna talk about it. So then Robin says, so we're gonna get to pick and choose what we talk about. She didn't say it that way, but that's what she meant.
Give me the list.
Right.
That's what she said. But what we can and cannot talk about.
I'm not talking about legal stuff because in essence she was saying that's why Juan got fired.
Yes.
And then
Wendy said
she did. And then Wendy said because it was a Title IX violation. What do y'all think about this?
I mean, I can see where they coming from as far as I guess the legal aspect of things. Maybe if it wasn't like a legal battle and it was just some regular stuff of Candace arguing with Ashley and Michael, Candace probably would have talked about it because we all know Candace ain't gonna miss no chance to drag Michael Darby, honey. So
she did. She's in this episode.
That's what I'm saying, but I'm saying as far as like the legal aspect of it go, she probably don't want to talk about it. I mean, most people don't, because if you remember, not trying to talk about Atlanta, but Candy told them the same thing when they was asking about the shooting in her restaurant. She was like, it's a legal matter, so I really can't talk about it. But that is true. When you're going through legal things, it is
We get
Jerica
that,
James.
but for her to imply that's why
Oh,
he lost his job, that's what I'm asking. Do you think
I mean,
that was
who
over the
knows? That
line?
could. I mean, who knows? That could be true. It could be not true. I have no idea.
She shouldn't have did that. For one, hindsight is 2020. He's already been dropped from that case, and the case is still moving. Juan was dropped from the case.
Yeah, he didn't do
Just
anything
like
wrong.
because Robin did explain, and if you read the lawsuit, Juan did what he was supposed to do on the very first page. They tell you in order what happened. He went to Juan. Juan stopped the meeting. He went to his supervisor to get his supervisor. That's on the first page. Where they pulled up Juan was when he got his supervisor and the guy was talking to his supervisor. The guy says something like, Juan says something like, oh, that dude is crazy. He was referring to the employee. He's listening to this student say that he's basically been sexually harassed by the coach. And Juan is saying that the coach is crazy, not the boy, not the young man, but the coach. They got Juan because they were insinuating that the coach, Juan, even knew he was crazy because he said, and I quote, that dude is crazy.
That man is crazy.
I knew he was going to be dropped. That's on the first page.
And Robin went through that because she said Juan didn't do anything wrong, Miss Smarty Pants, which I thought was hilarious.
Yeah.
But she was like, he did this, he went here, then they went there, and she listed the steps that they took. I just feel like that was very low.
Standing. And they're going to get in trouble for it, unfortunately. And it's not because they didn't do the right thing, and because even the guy, like, he has every right to sue the school. I get it. The coach was insane. The assistant coach was insane. But at the same time, that boy is mad because he quits the football team and wanted to keep, the basketball team and wanted to keep his basketball scholarship. Where they do that?
Oh, no, it don't work. It don't work.
That's literally what he's suing for.
Yeah, the coach is gone. Like, he didn't have any threat.
Coach got fired. He's saying that because he lost his scholarship, now he can't pay for tuition there, and he now has to go somewhere else, and that's why he's suing.
I'm gonna say, oh baby, it don't work like that, honey. If you quit that,
no, that's not because they had a horrible record. It was not because they never won.
He wasn't a good coach. That's why you hear stuff at the reunion when she was like, they had some hurts, or was that in the show?
She said they had a lot of players hurt. Yeah,
they had a lot of injuries and that sort of thing. He wasn't a good coach, and if you look at his record when he had the basketball team with the girls, he just wasn't. Just because you play ball don't necessarily mean
you can coach, honey.
You can coach. It's just that simple. He didn't, and I don't know what kind of people copping attracts as well.
Are they HBCU or no?
Yeah.
That's what I thought. Yeah. Sometimes.
Wait, did y'all talk about when they was at the table and they was talking about swallowing and all that? Did y'all talk about that?
Yes, you missed all that, D. We did. I showed my rose and everything. That's why I showed my rose, because we were talking about that.
Oh, okay. I was talking about that. What do y'all?
Hell no.
Absolutely not.
Oh, y'all
do you, D?
Yes.
No. D said yes. Look at Monty.
I have no shame, honey.
I'm sorry. Okay, moving on.
That is you with the echo. That's funny.
I cannot, D, right now. We can't.
Derek said.
Joy, you didn't answer the question.
Right.
Joy said a lady never tells.
A lady never.
I see Joy just looking. Okay, Joy, I get it.
And then, okay, what do y'all think about Robin crying in the car? And then we'll be done.
She was crying about that, not that other stuff. Like, now you're putting something else out there.
The implication that that's
what she was crying about. It is too much. Like, I don't know a person in this world that would have an infidelity off camera, You dealing with it day after day, month after month. It ain't day 90. All of us are women before it stop hurting. And now you're trying to get used to your new normal to know that I'm giving this man a second chance, third, fourth, or whatever, and he's still messing around.
Definitely on the
Then I'm on a TV show and it says, go, and I'm now going to rehash that on purpose. That I don't understand why that element of it just doesn't make sense to them. I could understand if it had happened while they were filming and she was dealing with it and he hid it, but it happened off season. And why would anybody really revisit something that traumatic? I think we're so used to people using that kind of stuff, like or making themselves victims. Because if she did it, she would have been a victim.
Now,
I don't know.
okay.
I think it was more of them implying, because even though they're not talking, and her and Candace aren't like friends right now, for her friend Candace to say, "You're the reason your husband got fired," that hurt her, I think. And then for Wendy, who thinks she knows everything, to say, "Well, your husband committed a Title IX violation, which is major, major." Yeah, and spoke like she knew that it happened.
Yeah, that's why I said,
right there, she felt like that was too much. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so
it was.
I mean,
so everybody and their mama googling Title IX.
Title IX, Title VI ain't nothing to play with. I'll just tell y'all that.
I will say this though, even though all of that is valid, all of that is very valid. I actually, and y'all know I don't like Robin. I did feel bad for her just a little bit, but at the same time, I'm like, Candace, girl, I ain't got no tears for you. I don't got not a damn tear for you. Because if you gonna keep putting up with this bullshit, then what? I need to quit cussing because we're trying to get monetized. But
honey,
girl, listen, if you gonna keep dealing with the same thing over there, that's why I say like friends like Robin, it's just like it'd be so hard to deal with them. Because I said I am definitely
wait a minute that we have to deal with. Robin hasn't done anything wrong.
That's
the part. That's the part that irritates me so bad. Like it's almost like she is the problem. Mm-hmm. Now he did something to you. Now she's taking all the heat. That's like insane to me.
But I feel like if one came around, actually, I feel like they would like grill him. But I don't know though, because one got a temper. Because like Giselle said, baby, I feel like one probably cussed Giselle ass out. I feel like that's what happened.
He probably said, "You green-eyed bee."
But you know what though? I was here for that just because I'm here for anybody cussing Giselle out.
Yeah, I know, honey. You want Giselle to get hurt. I ain't never wanted none of these women.
Please don't say that. Don't say
yes,
that.
You do. You want her to be in pain, and you want people to hurt her.
A good cussing out. Because let's be clear, if this would have been happening to one of the other ladies besides Robin, Giselle would have been all up in it, and because that's her job. But I mean, she would have been in the another cow right up in the mix, asking fucking questions. But because it's Robin, you know.
Well, I think they do it on the podcast, which is making people mad too, because they talked about it on the podcast, and Candace was like, the two broke girls.
What did they talk about on the podcast?
They didn't talk about cheating. They talked about the cheating thing. Remember, that's what
because it's saddening to watch because Robin has so much potential. Like for real, that's one thing that does aggravate me about Robin. She has so much potential to turn it around and have a good success love story because one ain't shit. Like for real, he's not, and she needs somebody. I mean, she do need somebody to
don't even know this, but Juan could literally be the only man she knows. I don't know what she did.
At the end of the day, you got to get out of there.
But they've been together since I think she was 17 and he was 16. Because he's a year younger than her. That could literally be the only man she knows. I'm not saying that it is. I'm not saying that I know that they were broken up and sometimes
she cheated on one, so he ain't the only man she knows.
Who?
Robin. She was cheating.
I don't think she cheated on him, right?
She talked about they might not have been together. I don't know.
What?
She stood up with.
I do kind of remember that.
Yeah, she talked about that. She talked about
when they were split apart. She did.
So she know other men, baby. But so I mean, I don't know, child. I understand the love and all that. Like I said, I've been there. I've had long, 5-6 year long relationships too. I
They
get
grew up
that.
together though.
I get that. You know
That
what I'm
does,
saying?
I would never want to date, and in my head, you can't help who you fall in love with when you're 15, 16. But whenever I see situations with young people who normally get married and one becomes successful for one reason or another, I always think, and they really the only people they know of, sexually one another because they started so young. Usually there is a phase that I think men need to go through and get your HOing out of your system. Because in my head, they're all going to go through that. We think of like LeBron James, who's probably been with his wife for a long time. They really do a really good job of presenting presenting, because we don't know anything about them, Black excellence. But I bet you she got some stories.
Oh yeah, he's done some things.
She got some stories. Like I don't know. I wouldn't want to. Basketball wives taught me one thing. I would never want to be with an athlete.
I'm gonna tell you something. I don't never want to be with an athlete, and I don't want to be with a Temptation after watching the Temptation.
With a who?
I was so happy my daddy wouldn't.
Or NWA.
Okay, y'all, we gotta get off.
Or NWA.
Or in the right. Or 5 Heartbeat. Okay, let's stop.
Right.
Okay.
Right. Or them either. Right.
All right. So we need to get our about to be Married to Medicine. We do need to figure out what we're gonna do for our end of the year thing. So we'll be working on that. But
did y'all hear what I said?
Y'all ready for Married to Medicine?
How did the episode end?
So it ended with her in the car and she was crying, and Candace said, don't cry, because I don't have a tissue. And I'm thinking, Candace, you have a tissue?
Right. People was talking about that too.
They're like, where's your tissue, girl?
Laughing at it. Like they can't believe she said, I don't have a tissue.
But she always has a tissue. Like, what's
I'm
going
really
on?
surprised she doesn't have a brand deal at this point.
She should have a Kleenex deal.
Me too. I've always wondered why Kleenex hasn't called her.
She should. Here's our QR code for everything Chatter Up. Click that.
Because now I'm ready for Married to Medicine, honey. Because I feel bad for Miss Quad.
No, you didn't. I didn't. But anyway, yeah, you're gonna be by yourself on that one. But so we're gonna get off of here. If y'all want to come back in 2 and 2, we're gonna do Married to Medicine. Y'all ready to piece it out?
Peace out, y'all.
I need to get my nails done, but I'm still.
Did I just yawn? Okay.
Yes, she did. We tried. We getting old, okay?